What's the deal, my people? You know what this Don Tony Teflon. I'm back at you another one, and this one is from episode 5, Silhouettes, Breakdown, and Theories Review. We're going to go over this episode that we just seen. We're going to talk about some theories that we have for this episode, and I know that most likely there will not be a lot of us in the chat this time, so the few people that are here, thank you very much. We do appreciate you being here, but we know this is not a very popular show out there, but I enjoy the show, and I also enjoy working with LMR. So that is a good enough reason for me to be out here and do this. Let me settle these dogs down real quick. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry about that, but I'm back right now. In fact, let me take down this picture so you can see the Don in this glory. All right, I know people come here, they don't want to see the picture, they want to see the Don Tony Teflon here. So here I am. All right, so I am here as always with LMR. Thank you for the people that are joining us here. Again, we don't expect a lot of people to be here, not like a normal stream. We have a bunch of y'all up in this piece rocking with us and stuff. We don't expect that tonight, but we're still going to do this because I enjoy the show. LMR enjoys the show. In fact, let's bring LMR on right now. What is going on? How are you?
I'm good, Tony. I'm always good when I'm here. It's so nice to be here. Even if it's a new show, it's new crowd. Hopefully, it's fun.
It is fun. It's great working with you as always. And when I work with you, you know what this is. It's the Lady and the Don. So let's get it popping.
Yeah.
What up to my thugs, nerds, freaks, and geeks? You're now rocking with the best of Don Tony Teflon. As always, subscribe, click that bell so you can be notified every time I drop a new video. Let's say what up to the people in the chat rocking with us. Jen Cat is up in this piece rocking with us. John Haymaker is up in here. My man Mandrell is in the business working with us. Forrest is up in here rocking with us. What up to everybody out here? We have more people in here and everything else, but we're going to get right into this thing. Elamar, this show from, obviously you heard about it because of me.
Yep.
I had, I told you about it and everything else. I know you like gore and everything else, so I figured that this would be a good show for you to watch. How do you feel about it? 5 episodes into this show? How do you feel about
it? There's an echo. Is there an echo? I think I hear an echo. I think I hear myself. Yeah. Just FYI. I do enjoy this show. There are a couple things like I watched it. When I saw it first, when you mentioned it to me, I just jumped right into it, and then watching it, I do love it. I do want to know what's happening. I do want to solve the mystery. At first, I didn't know there's a mystery, but there is a mystery, and I want to know what's happening. Reminds me of something. Reminds me of a different show that I have not seen, but I heard about. So I wonder what's up with that. If it's going to be anything like that other show. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think after watching the first episode, I thought, it's all right. And then it got a little better. And then I think after the last 2 episodes, I think, last episode was like an exposition episode. They were explaining the background, explaining the story and everything else. This one was another slowish type episode. So, I think that, people in the comment section on the videos are telling me and stuff that, they were saying that maybe it's it's getting a little slow for him. But I think you can't have people just getting murked every episode. It would just be boring. You have to build this up. And I know people want to see the creatures come out here and everything else and all that good stuff and kill all these people, but we only have a certain amount of the cast, so we do have some mystery. And people saying the real Phil Issue, the guy says hi. Well, Phil the Issues guy, if he wanted to really say hi, he could just come in and say hi. He doesn't have to go through the real YT. You know what I mean? He could just come out here and say that. Eric Grant saying what up. So what up to you, Eric Grant, and everybody else in here and stuff like that. So all right, let's go through a couple of things real quick. A couple of questions that people asked me in the comment section. We've seen at the end of the episode, the lady wrote down, did we survive the crash on the wall? So the wall is, if people don't know what the wall is, they have a wall in their house, and they said they're going to ask all these questions. They're going to put the questions on the wall and try to answer them. And that's how they'll try to figure out exactly where they're at and how to get out of it. So the last question the lady put in there was, did we survive the crash? If people don't understand what we're talking about, in the opening episode, the main characters were in a car crash. That's how they ended up here. So, do you think that they're dead? That's what people ask me. Are they dead? Are they already dead? Do you think that they're already dead?
I think they are kind of in the resolution state. That's why I keep thinking it reminds me of. Well, I didn't say that yet. Lost, wasn't that the thing
Well,
where?
this is from the creator of Lost,
Yeah,
right? So he
yeah. I
made
think
this.
yeah. So that really is. Again, I don't know that show. I just heard about that show in general. To me, it does seem like they are either dead or in one of those stages between actual full death and the brain is still working, processing some stuff, but there's more to it. It's like there were unresolved issues. Each of the not couples, people there, they have something that is, troubling them. So I think there's something up with that. They're not dead. I mean, their brain is still out there. They're functioning. Whatever death is anyway, right? Like, what is death? Kind of,
Yeah,
according to that.
I would have to lean towards no. I don't think that they're dead. I think the fact that they brought it up in the fifth episode, that we survived the crash, and they're putting it out there that possibly they could be dead, mean they wouldn't be dead, right? I think if they were dead, they wouldn't bring that aspect up, especially in the fifth episode. They wouldn't want you to think that. The fact that they want you to think that makes me believe that most likely that's not going to be the case. Now, we've seen situations like that. I think the most famous movie we could say is The Sixth Sense, right? That was what that whole movie was about. But he says in the beginning, the little boy to Bruce Willis's character, that he sees dead people, but a lot of these dead people don't realize that they're dead. Right? So that was the hint, but you didn't find that out until the end. So if you want to say, are they dropping that hint right now? That it was a very subtle hint that he gave, right? This is a right in your face thing. Did we survive? So I just don't see it being the exact same situation with them. I think that it's, you know what I mean? I think that it would just be way too much like Lost and everything else if they were just dead. And also, I see people getting killed there, right? So if you're dead and then people are also getting killed again, I just don't see them being dead. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case.
I wonder if they want to go with the whole, suffering thing. You have to suffer, like after, suffering will set you free kind of thing. I don't know even if it's been said or whatever, but whatever that sentence might have been. But in there, I thought about that family, the little girl and a mother who were just left in the house, and like, why would they die? Like, what would be the purpose of them dying versus, they didn't do anything, but maybe in her whatever this woman was going through with her husband, I mean, maybe she was just fed up. Maybe she was just, okay, I'm done with this BS of, not having this reliable person there. And maybe there was a reason why she died. She, to get out of there, you have to leave that place somehow. It's a place where your mind is, I think. It's not their bodies per se. Although definitely there's lovely gore. And that, chest all ripped open and bones sticking out. By the way, love that stuff. That's my kind of thing.
Chippy. Yeah. God damn it.
I forgot that's the name. I'm like, Chippy, where was there Chippy? Where did I know, yeah.
Wants to be an attack dog now all of a sudden. At this time of night he wants to be an attack dog. But no, it's just like if they were dead, and they said that in episode 5, they put that on the wall right there. I would say that it's just too obvious. I don't think they can give it away like that. We got Mara's in the building rocking with us right now. Say what up and everything else to Mara. She's in the building. I'm sorry I got caught up watching The Worst Roommate Ever. I watched that too. I want Fernanda C is saying, what do you guys think is going on? Did you already say? So we're kind of discussing that right now. So when we look at the show and we look at everything that we see in there, what we know about it is this. These are all people who would come from I got other proof too that I don't think that I'm gonna pull that up and I'll pull that up here real quick. But while we're talking and stuff like that, it's about people, we got all these people who came from different directions, different ways, heading in different places, and they all wind up dead. And they all wind up in the same spot.
Yeah.
So when we see this, that they're all lining up there in the same spot, I think that kind of means something, right? So I don't think that everyone in here just died. You know what I mean? That means everybody in this place is died and is dead right now. And I just can't see them doing that right now with everything. Trying to find.
I think they, like, everybody so far that I'm seeing over there, there's an issue that they're dealing with, like that third-year medical student. Maybe she was going through some choices she had to make. Maybe she wasn't ready. Maybe she did something that she regretted. The couple, this newest couple that we know, right? They were going through divorce. This boy had the sister who was just a rotten sister to him. He was going through some issues about death and stuff. Like, no, they went to the lake of tears. He's not dead. So he was going through some stuff. Everybody seems to be going through some stuff over there.
They do. They definitely do. And I will say this: I don't like the sister. I think the sister's character, but as I said, I think that abandoning the family in a situation like this and going off on your own, I think is a dumb move. Yeah. But the only way I could justify them actually doing that is having to need to have a point of view character in that other spot for us as the viewers to actually look at. So they had to have because there'd be no other reason for them to go up there.
Yes.
And we would know going up there. So I think the writers, when they wrote this script, they're like, we have to figure out a way to have the audience go up there and have a reason to be up there. And the only reason I could see them doing that would be this reason of putting her up there. Now, the reason that they've given her is not a solid one, but it's kind of hard to come up with one, I think. But
I kind of didn't like the way the character is very much out of character for that's what I know. We don't know much about her, but there she is arguing with her father, like, oh, you better get your stuff together. She's almost an adult and she's complaining that two people are getting a divorce. I'm thinking, get over yourself. What are you, 5? You're almost 20 and you're giving a hard time to to those parents who are apparently it's not working out. They're trying to move on as best as possible, and she's throwing a tantrum. Like, please.
Like I can see if that was a little boy going leaving. Crazy.
Yeah.
That would be justifiable. You know what I mean? But I don't like the fact that she's over here. I can't live with you because you guys are getting divorced.
My God, she's almost old enough to get married herself, and she's like, you better get yours. I'm like, oh my God, I would have just it would not be a good situation.
So this is one of the reasons I believe that most likely these people are not dead. See, right here on the From Twitter page, right here they have these things right here. Look, local news for missing woman Christy Miller, missing, last seen on 8/6/21, last seen traveling from Detroit towards Grand Rapids, Michigan. Call with tips, right? And that's from there. And then if you keep going down, they have right here. Here's a missing person sign. Missing person. Help us bring Ella Stevens home. Missing since 11/15/2019. And keep going down. Here's another missing sign. Donna Raines.
Did it say oh wow, 18? Okay, so it's like 4 years.
So she's been in there for 4 years.
That makes sense now.
And you keep going down, and you will see that they have other missing posters of these people, and it's not the same poster. Like one was from the TV, news channel. One was from something else. So the fact that I think these are real missing persons for these people.
That's so interesting, like, you pulled out those dates too. Didn't that, older lady, the one whose sister got her face bitten off, didn't she say there was, like, 5 what did she say?
You
How
got
many
this guy right
I
here. Breaking news. 24 hours. Breaking
mhm,
news. Tech entrepreneur Jade is
mhm,
missing. He was last seen going from New York City to Miami.
yeah.
You
So
know.
I know they mentioned time of flowing faster, like, that boy is, healing quicker, like, "Oh, wow." She's like, "Oh, wow, his leg is healing so quickly."
Hmm.
But I'm thinking, I thought that it's only been few months, not few years for that older lady with the sister. And
Yeah.
here we see that it's been 5 years,
Yeah. She's been there for
2018.
5 years. Sarah Myers has been
Yeah.
missing since 2021. Fatima has been missing since 2021.
Huh.
This right here, and the missing Arizona family, all of them, right? And then
Does it
missing
say
since
when? 22? Oh,
two
okay.
twenty twenty two.
When it came out, okay. Or yeah.
So the fact that they have this up there
Mhm.
on the site with all these different missing
Yeah.
posters makes me believe that most likely they're not dead, that they really
Yeah.
are missing and stuff like that. What up to Edward Martin saying what up to everybody else up in here and everything
It
else.
would really suck if it turns out that, for them, like a 1 year, it's like 5 years outside wherever they
Mhm.
are. That would really be
Yeah,
a
I mean,
scary
it's
thing.
weird. I mean, when you look at this aspects, like the stuff people healing is different,
Mhm.
speed seems to be different and everything
Yeah.
else. But I think they're missing. So I think that's one major question people keep asking me: Are they already dead? I think they're alive. So that's that. So now I think we have to go on to the next thing is uh these creatures. What are they, and where do they go in the daytime? I believe that they're the crows. We
Mm.
keep seeing the crows, and I think that these creatures are crows in the daytime, and they turn to people at night. What do you think about that?
I wonder, that I mean, everybody sees the crows, right? That's what they said. Um, I wonder, and again, I have not looked into it at all, but I wonder if there's any kind of, like a legend of any kind of spirits or whatever you want to call them, creatures changing shape and
Mhm.
taking people who have unresolved things or who still have possibility of redemption or who are at crossroads. Because then they mention the different roads, like they didn't say it's fork in a road, but kind of like the whatever they called it, where the road splits. Like
Mhm.
if that is important as well, where that moment that they're stuck in time, it can change their life. Like if they get out, if they have a chance to get out, they can completely change their life. This is the moment that they can go this way or that way. It's just that they have this time to think about it. But the time for me doesn't make sense. It would be more of a, time doesn't pass at all. And they wake up and they're like where they left off versus they were gone so many years. I still
Yeah,
think that there's a reason for
and
all of
they've been
them.
gone for a very long time because that Victor,
Yeah.
he was in there in the 70s,
Mhm.
right? And he's still there.
Mhm.
He's there when he was a little kid. And then they brought up something interesting too. They said in the beginning, there were no talismans, right?
Mhm.
People would just have to hide, and they had all these hiding spots. So you have to ask the question, where'd the talismans come from?
Mhm.
How did they figure out that the talismans actually work? How
Exactly.
long did that take? Because it seems like when they came, this last couple, a family, it seems like they're the first ones to come in a long time.
Mhm.
Doesn't seem like people have been coming there, like on everyone who's going down this road, all of a sudden winds up there. It seems like they would, these people came and the way they
Mhm.
reacted to them was just like, oh, we got new people here.
Yeah.
Like it's not like every day we got new people. Like this is a situation that we got some new people up in this piece,
Mhm.
and we got to do something to let them get used to this whole situation, which is something I can never get used to this whole situation ever. I don't care how many pancakes you give me. I don't know where they
Right.
getting. I don't know where they get all this stuff.
Right.
I don't know where they get the flour to make these
Mhm.
pancakes. I don't
Yep.
know where they get these animals from.
Right.
I don't know how they have electricity all this
Right.
time.
Water, running water.
Water. There's a lot of stuff going on here that I
Yeah.
don't. It's how they even get this stuff to me is beyond me.
Yeah, the
But
music and all that perfect music coming in at a perfect time. You know, like, what
a
the
little
heck?
swimming hole they like to go to
Right,
and just relax in the swimming hole. And it just seems like a lot of these people are very sexually active, but there's not a lot of babies running around. So I don't know if they have
right.
condoms or sponges or whatever they have there. They
Yep,
have something, and they have
yep.
some stuff in the sea. And the lady had an IV. I mean, where'd they get an IV
Oh
bag
my
from?
god, right. In a
Where'd they get
bottle,
that?
like a glass bottle there. That was kinda crazy. I can just imagine the needles they have to, how did she get a needle? Like, and they have to be reused, like, I don't wanna go there.
Yeah, how do you get all
Yikes.
these so all these things? Whether they answer them or not, these are questions I
Yeah.
still have to ask and stuff. But going back to Victor, Victor's probably one of the most important characters in the show. I mean, when you look at the opening of the show, it's all drawings from Victor. It's
Mhm.
all and where does he get the crayons?
Right?
And
We never
and
run out.
yeah, they don't run out. I mean, listen, I've had Crayola crayons in my life. I think the biggest box I had was like 52. All right. I think
Mhm.
it was a 52 pack, maybe more. One big pack that had the
Mhm.
sharpener in
Sharpener in the
built
front,
in, right?
yeah. Mhm.
Maybe 52. The man's been there since the 70s. How does he still have crayons to make
Yeah.
these pictures? Where are these crayons coming
Where's the
from?
paper from? My god.
Yeah, how does he have this stuff? I don't understand where he gets this stuff from, but regardless of that
Yep.
situation, he does tell us a couple of things. They got that one little boy in the white, which
Mhm.
I don't know what little. I mean, I know he's got the pack of dogs that somehow are
Mhm.
down with him. We haven't seen that little boy come out at nighttime. He's only come out in the daytime.
Mhm.
That's all we've seen him. And it seems like they're the only two people that could see him. It don't seem like anyone else can see
Mhm.
him. No one, it just seems them to. And somehow, and then you have this tree. What was
Or
the name
trees
of it?
that are moving, right?
Yeah, the trees are moving, and what's the name of the tree? I forgot the name of this tree.
Oh, I
Called
for
far away trees or something like that.
yeah.
And when you go inside of this tree,
Oh,
it,
that's right.
it could
Mhm.
teleport you somewhere.
And there are a bunch of them too, right? Not
Yeah, he said the
yeah.
one they ran into, he said, "I'd never seen this one before. This is one I never seen." And so he put the rock in it, and then the rock came dropping out of the sky. And he was like,
That's dangerous too. You throw it, you don't know if it's coming at your face or what.
"Yeah," he said you could wind up inside of
Mhm.
a boulder. It could
Mhm.
put you
Yes.
inside anything. So, which is why if you're wondering what's going on, you can see that I did a video on that at this up there already about Jade's vision, explaining Jade's vision and what that vision actually meant. Check that video out. That video's up right now. But yeah, so I think those are the aspects that we have to break down. The tree, how's the trees gonna come in here? The pendants, this little boy. And I think we can figure those things out, then we can figure out everything else. So I think it's pretty obvious that someone's gonna go inside this damn tree. And where they come out, I don't know. We know the chick who tried to kill the boy, she ran off into the woods.
Mhm.
Before they can capture her, the priest didn't even try to
Yeah.
capture her. He just let her run off. She ran right off
Mhm.
into the woods. Is it a good chance? What do you think? You think it's a good chance that she may go inside one of these trees? You think she may even know who many people know about what these trees do
Um,
actually? Or is it just Victor?
I wouldn't be surprised if she actually survived. Something is communicating with her. She is kind of like the instrument for, whatever that thing I mean, I'm guessing this is the first time somebody died. I think meaning that let them in, meaning the door, she left the doors open and she killed this newcomer. But I'm thinking that this is the first time it might have happened because she really just was so affected by it. She told her brother, although I don't even know if that's her brother or not.
Mhm.
So I think that thing in the woods, the thing in the dark, would might leave her alone if she's their instrument. Although, if she goes back to the village, they may kill her. But what if they put her in a box and she survives the box too? That would be kind of freaky. Like, okay, she was in the woods. Nothing happened to her. We put her in a box. Nothing will happen to her. What's going on? Why isn't it, the darkness taking her? If in fact, if it will leave her
I mean,
alone.
does she go to the box?
I'm
But what
wondering
she
if
did,
she
you
would
think they would put
go.
her in there?
I think they may punish her, right, for trying to kill somebody. Would that be punishable if they put the
Well,
man in a box? Why wouldn't
mm,
they put her in a box?
well, we got Mars is the bitch that needs to die. No one is catching on that she's psycho. I mean, she's possessed, right?
Yeah, she is.
She's
Just stuff
possessed
is
by one of
happening
these
to her.
Mars like a
Kill No,
killer.
no, I'm just saying, like, the village people would put her in a box. They don't know what's happening to her.
I think she needs to come clean and just say, listen, because if they find out that she left the door open and killed
Oh,
the Asian dude's father and them, then yeah, she's gonna go in the box.
yeah.
They're gonna put her right in the box. There's no doubt
I
about
don't
it.
even think she's gonna die in the box, though. If she survives the woods and she survives the box, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, the witch did not die by drowning. She must be a witch."
Yeah, it would be
Kind of
something like
thing.
that. And the fact that they're telling her to kill the boy.
Mhm.
And they're not telling her to kill anyone else. It's
The boy.
specifically the boy. Why do they want this boy
Right.
dead? Now, what's the significance of him?
Mhm.
I mean, he would be the least threat out of all of them. Because we seen in the
Yeah.
opening episode, it was the little girl that opened the window and let him in and got the family killed.
Yeah.
So you would think they'd be able to manipulate a little boy
Mhm.
just like that, so he wouldn't be the threat. Now, if they were saying, kill the sheriff, then you would say, all right, this makes sense because he's the boy's the one keeping everything together. So you kill him, they have a better chance. But they're not saying
Mhm.
that. They're specifically saying to kill the boy. And
Mhm.
that's bad. A celebrity bikini wants to know what's worse, leaving the door open or killing the father. What would you think? I think the leaving the door open is worse because because you can't trust her anymore. Because she can kill.
Um,
Because if they get
yeah.
in and you leave the door open, they can kill. They
Yeah.
go like that house that they're all staying at. That one house.
Yeah,
She
so
leaves that
everybody's
door
gonna
open, they'll murder everyone in the
everybody.
house.
Mhm.
So I think to me that's the bigger crime. What do you think?
Yeah, so leaving the door open to a house where everybody's in, which is crazy to think about it because that big house, the plantation house with all the free spirited people, they all live in that house. One door gets open, everybody dies. Like you're done for in that big house. Other thing is, in a village, you have a bunch of houses, bunch of talismans. I don't know if in that bigger house there everybody has their own talisman by their own bedroom, or is it per house? Because one open window and they're all dead. um I would say bigger crime would be to leave the door open to kill more people. um you know Bigger or larger body count, more death. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that. Marzo asking here, how many people did she kill or get killed? I think she got killed. How many? This the father inside two,
Hmm.
right?
Two.
She killed her brother accidentally.
Oh, three.
Three,
Four. So the
four.
the newcomer in the neck, the nurse,
Oh
the
yes, that's right. She
elderly
did
father,
stab
and
that dude
then
in the
the
neck
her
too.
brother.
I forgot about the neck stab.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. Yeah. She's a problem.
She
I
she's
forgot about
freeing
the.
people
I
left and
forgot she
right.
stabbed that cat in the neck. You know what I mean? I
Like,
forgot.
and you're free, and you're free. Everybody's free. In a way, you're
Yeah,
free because
I
you're dead,
forgot
but
that she is.
hmm.
She isn't that. What up to House Sanchez in the building? What's going on, Sanchez? Glad you could be up in here rocking with us right now. Yeah, I forgot about that. The neck strap. She caught two people in there. She caught a brother in the neck too. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, she's killed a bunch of
She's
people. So
slashing left and right. I mean, my goodness. Like, don't approach people with sharp objects. I mean, they can like she did, right for that neck.
mhm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, so that's it. And now dealing with the place up there that we were just talking about, Mara's like, you see, yeah, Mara, I'm sorry to have to agree with you. You might be right. She might have to just get taken out. She might have to, because she got a lot of blood in her hands. Now that house up there where everyone's staying at, I think it has to get overran. What do you think?
What do you mean, like overrun? Like, as in,
Like the doors got to be open. They got to get in that house.
that's what I'm thinking. Like, that's one door, a lot of bodies over there. So I have not seen any talismans by the like by the individual bedrooms, um, it only takes one. But then does one thing come in or more? I guess more things can come in because like in
Yeah,
that
if
one
that
box,
door is
all
open,
of them jumped that dude, right?
they could all pile in if that door's open. I think the house is set up for everyone to get killed. Most of the people to get killed in that house. Um, it's just weird. Like, how many people do you actually now? That all goes to if there's going to be a second season of this. And I think they plan on doing a second season, but that all goes from how many people actually watching the show if it's worth bringing back. So, how many people do you actually want to kill? How many people you want to bring back for a second season? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and all that stuff. So it just leads to questions like that. But I think a significant amount of people will die. Like, like that Asian chick who's just wants to have sex. She tried to have sex with Jay. She's like,
Yes.
oh, I don't know what she said.
Yep.
She ride him like, but she said she ride him like something, whatever it was.
Yeah, she made a phrase. I'm like, that's an interesting way of putting it.
It was, but I think someone like her can get killed. Like,
Yeah.
I think she can go. She's not important. You know what I mean? They could take her out and stuff. There's a lot of people here that I could see.
Kill the
Princess
mom.
probably says leave the orgy house alone. I would say that there is a bunch of orgies. I mean, we've seen some stuff going on in that house, and stuff. So
Yeah.
I think it's set up, and also,
Mhm.
they bring the new family in, and they're like, oh, we need a place to stay. They put her in the house where the people were murdered. They didn't even
Just
clean the walls.
did nothing. I think they made it on purpose. See, lady, this is gonna what they should have brought the kids over first. Like, see, do not open the window because
Yeah, I mean, they got the blood. It's all over the house. It's got to stink.
Exactly.
You would think that they got pancakes,
Oh.
that they got some type of Mr. Clean up in this piece of some maybe some kaboom or something in there that could get rid of this blood on the walls. I don't think why they puts them in. Hey, it's a nice little house where they go upstairs. There's old blood and everything covered on the walls and everything else. They could have did something else in there and all that. I don't know. If it was a warning, I mean, I would have walked out. Like
she almost did. I think she kind of like I'm out of here.
Yeah. Fabuloso. That stuff smells good, Fabuloso. I don't mind.
I don't think it would cover the blood. I would need like proper bleach over there and lock the room. There's plenty of room outside. I just leave it a closet. Leave it you misbehave, you go into the bedroom.
Yeah, you go right in there and all that stuff. All right, so let's continue on the show. I'm going to drop a video on this, and I'm going to explain to you exactly what I think these creatures are. I think I have a good. I think I know what they are. I know a lot of people say vampires, but they're not vampires. I think I know what it is, so I'll drop a video on that. Put that out there this week for you, and tell you exactly what these creatures I do believe they are. And how they could be defeated and everything else. Sorry about that.
I wonder if there will be more people coming, meaning a different family that's going to be adding to them, trying to solve this mystery. And if they are wanting more seasons, I hope they don't solve it too quickly. I mean, I want to know. I want to know right now, kind of thing. I want to know what's going on. But if they solve it too quickly, okay, knowing is one thing. How do we get out is the other thing. And then how do we prevent people from being there again, unless there's a purpose to it, unless there is a reason why all this craziness is happening to them, again, through pain. And there are different philosophies on life. You have to suffer enough, and then through suffering you whatever, and then blah blah blah, depending on whatever.
Because it didn't seem like Jade was suffering.
No,
I mean they were on like ecstasy or something when he arrived. They were having a good old time.
Maybe he was having some existential crisis or something.
And they caused the crash. You know what I mean? Now, would they have gotten stuck there if they didn't crash? If that crash never happened, would they have both made it to where they're supposed to go, or were they already there no matter what?
I think they were there. I think those people are just not, there's something about them that they're not happy with what's happening. Like even this dude, he's like, I'm supposed to be somewhere else. Oh, did you do? He seems very much bored with like nothing surprises him anymore. Like he is over everything. It's like, oh, this is one of those escape room kind of things. I have to solve a mystery. It's like, wow. So to me, it was like he was trying like somebody cared enough about him to um to invest into this game for him so he can feel something, so he can, I'm assuming again he's so bored with life, he's seen everything, he's experienced everything to the point of just passing out in the back seat. Now he's thrown into this. Maybe he needs something like, I don't know, worth living, more, maybe something. He needs more of something in his life. I wonder if that is the thing for those people. But I'm sure there are more people than this many people there. I'm sure there are more people like that. Why is it just this group of people that have been chosen for this? If in fact there's a reason for that just because something is missing in their life, they're not appreciating their life.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like Victor won't tell. Like he said, what happened to your parents? And he said, let's not talk about that.
Right.
So we don't know exactly how Victor and them got there. But to think that it seems like, everyone was traveling to, a certain destination. It's not like they were all traveling to the same spot. Then you could say, all right, this is the reason why. They all were going to different places, and it doesn't even seem like a lot of them were close when they all got wherever they got. And they have no idea exactly where they are. They have no idea where this place is. They have no name for this place. They have nothing. And it seems to be like totally off the map. Like there's no one else. Like I said, these people, it seemed like they were the first people that were there. You know what I mean? Probably a princess, probably saying. Jade mentioned he had just made a lot of money too. Yes, he said he made a shit ton of money. You know what I mean? So, I think, I like Jade as a character because he's the only one really asking questions and wants to get out of there. He has the radio and, and the guy's like, well, if you can get that radio to work, get it to work. I mean, and then, so I don't know. Because now you made me think of something else. Because at the end, Boyd sitting there, listening for a sign from his wife, and then the radio comes on.
Yeah.
Now, and he goes, that's my sign. Now, was it his wife that made that sign, or is this a coincidence that it turned on? Because if it's his wife that made the sign, and she's already dead, in this place, the dead can communicate. And his wife's buried there, so his wife was there with him.
Yeah.
When he went there. But the funny thing is that there's no picture, like on that Twitter page when they have the missing people. They don't have one for his wife. They have one for him. They don't have one for his wife. So, but he had to be there with her because she buried her there.
Yeah, he was visiting her. I wonder if he just made a grave, like some people make, like a little place where they can go and sit, but the body's not actually there. But they need a place, like we people, humans, we need a lot of us need a place, like
all right,
to visit somebody.
So on the missing posting for Boyd, I'm reading it right now. It says, have you seen Boyd Stevens? Missing since November 15th, 2019. He was last seen with his wife, Abby, and their son, Ellis, traveling south from Petersburg, Virginia, towards Wilmington, North Carolina, in an SUV with a U-Move trailer hitched to the back. So we know his son is there. His wife isn't there. We have to assume his wife is white because his son looks like he's mixed. So it does say something about her on the poster.
And I guess they are estranged with this, the son and the father. I'm wondering why would that be? A lot of family members there, like the sisters, right? They were not that great. I think not that they were having some issues, but I forgot exactly. I didn't pay attention to what was happening with those sisters when they went hunting. A lot of like unresolved things, like that father who ran away and the son, well, the father who was dead right now. Yeah, like they he in a way he had this resolve, but he found his father, but he still had to struggle with going back to his mother. So I wonder if that actually never happened, meaning the wife never died there, that she might have died somewhere else.
Well, he
Oh.
buried her there. So
Did he actually say that her body lies there, or he just went to visit her, as in,
he
like,
said he was going to visit her, and then went to the
Mm,
gravesite.
mm,
And it says Father Catchery, he's been missing since 2019. So Boyd has been there. Boyd
mm,
got there 2019 November. Father Catchery got there 2019 in September. So he was there
mhm.
first before Boyd.
And does it say that little boy? Well, he's a grown man now. Did it say when he
No, they
died?
don't. They don't
They
have
don't.
one for Victor. There's not one for him.
Hmm.
But they do have his lunch pail, a close up of his lunch pail, and a
Mm-hmm.
lunch pail. It says disco with a disco ball, and it's one of them tin metal ones. So it had to be a '70s, early
Yeah.
'70s lunch pail.
Yeah. So it's more like 50 years, and he
Yeah,
doesn't look. I don't know how old he looks like. He doesn't look great, but I don't know if he looks 50. Is
it
50-ish.
doesn't seem like he looks that old. It doesn't really.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, but he said he was there, from the beginning, and when he first seen that little boy and stuff like that, they were there. So they had to be there for a little while and stuff. What is that? People all of a
Dogs
sudden.
are yeah, my cats are meowing, kids are laughing, and dogs are barking. I hope there's nothing, lurking. It's dark outside.
Maybe
Don't
we're
let
gonna go
anything
outside
in,
and we'll find
right?
it. We'll go outside and we'll be there together.
Oh my god, that is scary. Well, it's not even outside. It's like not letting anything in, so no more Uber Eats here
Yeah, we know,
after dark,
not unless it's the daytime or anything else.
right? Mm. And it's funny how those creatures leave the faces so that with the at least here, they leave the face okay, like alone, and then everything else is all messed up, so you know who died if in case if they didn't die in front of you. Like that
Yeah,
sister,
they don't mess
her
with
face
the
was
faces.
ripped off.
They eat like the insides of their bodies, and
Yeah,
it looks like they leave the rib cage too. Like take everything from
yeah,
inside out. That's why when people were saying that they were vampires, like vampires don't do this.
mm,
They suck a little blood and everything else, but
yeah.
these creatures look like they're eating the flesh off these people.
Yeah. And it's the whole thing about I'm thinking I wonder if there's like a legend of some kind. I keep saying legend, like, the stories that they say, oh,
I have a
there's
story. I'm not gonna say it now, but
you're
I
not gonna
have one.
okay,
I'll
okay.
put it
But
in the
I'm just
video.
wondering if there's something like that. Is
I
it for
do
a
have a
video
story.
or
Huh?
is it for a video, like a story?
Yeah, I'll do the video
Okay.
tomorrow. I
Yeah.
gotta do a couple of things before
Yeah.
tomorrow. I'm a little busy. I gotta do some things real quick, but then after when I get back, I'll throw the video up and
Mhm.
stuff. And tomorrow I think I'll be back streaming with Phil. The issues guy will be
Nice.
streaming. We'll be doing that show on Apple. We'll be doing that. Was it Severance? We'll be doing Severance
Mhm.
tomorrow. So I'll be back doing the stream with Phil to do Severance. We'll take a look at that episode, get that done, and then I'll drop this video. Too. We'll
Nice.
get it all done this week.
Nice.
I'll try to do 2 videos a week, 2 videos on this a week, plus a live stream. So 3 videos a week on this from. And listen, maybe the show gets better. I think it's a good show. I think it deserves a bigger audience, but we don't, we
Mm,
can't, I can't force people to watch the show. I could just tell you about it and everything else. I don't know how many people watch shows on Epix
mm.
anyway, but to me, it's a good show.
You know,
And I like it. I'm having fun with it.
I'm
So,
having fun with it too. There are things that again I do mention it from time to time when I see a new show, and I'm so desperate to have a show that I can watch and that I can enjoy. And this I'm enjoying it, although I'm not blind to the dialogue that they may have, which I don't always like, and some of the acting. It's difficult to find good kid actors. It is difficult. So
mhm.
I have kids. I know how kids talk, and my kids don't talk like that boy. I don't know. So
Yeah,
I pick up on those things. And
Prince is
the
probably
act.
saying, "Does Victor have a missing poster?" They don't have
Mhm.
a Victor missing poster out. Do
Yeah,
not see that.
yeah.
And with Martin, he's gonna check it out. There you go. So you see, check. It's a good
Do check
show. It
it out.
is.
It's fun. It's
I will say, yeah,
yeah.
you're correct. It is. Are some of the actors in here? I think they all do the best job they could
Mhm.
do. And I think the Boyd I think is a great actor. I think he's doing a tremendous job. I think the actor playing Jade's doing a tremendous job. A couple of them, I don't know if it's the dialogue that they're giving them. Sometimes they don't sell it. You know what I mean? A little bit enough for what I would like them to do.
But the mystery, I want to know, like, if they, that's the part, the gore. It didn't look like a mystery at first to me. Like, oh, it's a town. I wonder what's happening. They're gonna find a way out, and like, no, they're not. And so I want to know about that. I really want them to make sense out of all of this, but not do it too quickly, because I would, don't reveal everything at once.
Yeah, you
Although I
can't
would
have
like
it
that.
all. You can't solve
Exactly.
all this thing
Exactly.
this season.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what the talismans mean and the creatures mean and everything else.
Yep.
You can't give me all that in this one season. We don't have nothing going
Because that would be
forward.
like dumping it. Like, okay, I might as well, read a, synopsis of something. I don't want a synopsis. I want to live through it. I want to experience, okay, like you said, the talisman. Why are they there? If they know why, maybe there's going to be another family coming over, somebody else's experience of it. And they're going to, solve a mystery of what's happening, and then how to prevent others from, this happening. And at the end, how they're going to wrap it up. Like, okay, if they get out, they get it resolved, what is going to happen? Are they going to, again, are we going to see another accident, another tree at the end, and like, oh my god, it's never ending kind of thing? Like, okay, these people went through it, they lived through it, they got out one way or the other, but then it never ends kind of thing, because there's maybe a reason for it, and whatever the reason for it is, I want it to be good. I
Yeah,
want
and
there to be a
Jamie's
good
saying, I wish I
ending.
could make all my friends watch the show with me. Haha. So far, I'm the only one that's hooked. Well, listen, Jamie, you got us.
There you go.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
You're with us, Jamie. You come
You're
every
not by
week
yourself.
here. You got
We're
you got
friends.
you got over 20-something friends here right now
There
that are
you go.
watching the show every week. Right? And we all hooked too.
We
So you
can
come
geek
back
out
here,
to it.
you get your fix. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? So every week we'll be here. Every week. Just subscribe to the channel and we'll
Yep.
be up in this piece. Talking
Yep.
about it. Mara, I'm not gonna post your comment, but I agree with everything you say. I was gonna say it, but I was like, no, I ain't gonna say it.
Oh. Now let's see.
Yes, I don't think that person's holding down that part very well. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? But Boyd is definitely carrying the whole show. Without a shadow of a doubt. Oh my god, my fasting. I'm supposed to start fasting right now. I do intermittent fasting. 9 o'clock's my latest.
How many hours do you?
I do 16 hours, 16 to 18 hours.
That's a long
So,
time.
but yeah, it's supposed to be 9 o'clock. I'll finish this drink and then that'll be it for me and everything. And people said they haven't seen Thug Mug in a while. Thug Mug's still here. Don't worry about
it. Good stuff. So what do you think is going to happen in the next one? What did we end with? I forgot, because I was kind of rewatching it.
They don't have like a preview trailer for this show, which is weird. Like I haven't been able to find a preview trailer for this show. Like, every show has a preview trailer. Like this one doesn't.
Maybe it would be just giving out too much stuff. Like they want us to
know.
really.
It's weird. Like usually they have every show gives you a preview about what's coming on next episode, and they don't have this in this show, which is terrible. Well, look, weekly. Thanks for turning me on to the show. Thank you for being a part of the Teflon TV and allowing the Don to turn you on to these shows and stuff. And thank you for giving the show a chance and coming back and supporting the channel. And we truly appreciate this, truly appreciate it. And hopefully we're going to keep doing this. We'll get more people. The more we do it, the more people we'll get. All right. So from what we've seen with no preview, I can't. Look, we have to put this up here real quick. It's real quick. It said, look at you both. You both look good. Don got his guns going on. And LMR is beautiful. The guns, baby. The gun show from the diamond. Watch it. Pretty good guy here. You better watch it.
Tony getting ready for the summer.
Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. I'll be honest, I work hard. I'm in the gym almost every day working hard. So I mean, the fact that you notice it, that means something, because I don't really notice it. I just think I look the same all the time. So, but I appreciate it, man. That means the hard work is paying off, and it's always, LMR is always beautiful.
No, thank you.
It's always great to be here rocking with. So, all right, so next episode, we have the lady runs away into the woods. I think that's the number one thing they got to figure out. What happens to her in the woods? I think that's really what we're left with. You know what I mean? what is she gonna is she gonna survive? Which I could pull up the IMDb and we could pull this up right now.
Oh, that's right. There are those.
And we can see how many episodes she's actually in. Yeah. But Mr. Delicate, he says, dedicated. He says, I think that the next episode we'll see monsters going great. I think we have to. I think it's been 2 episodes really with no monsters. So we're gonna get some monster action going on here. And I think we'll get something going on with them, We still having deaths and stuff like that, but we'll definitely get some monsters going on in there. I think that we may get Victor and the boy again, because something else is going on. Yeah, and you're right, Princess. Probably, I think I pointed out in my video. She knows the hiding spots, so she'll definitely make it back. That's what she said. There's a bunch of hiding spots. She knows them. She ran off into the woods. Can she make it back? Can she jump inside one of those trees and it puts her in a hiding spot? And I think they need to start mapping these trees. Like me, I was there. I'd be like, listen, because the hole's not that big. So that means I think the little boy is you're gonna have to start dropping little kids in these trees.
Oh my god! I just thought you were gonna say like, "Up you go."
You got to
on the on the road,
mark
right?
The tree, and you got to put the kid in it, and then mark where that tree dropped that kid off, and start dropping kids in these damn trees. And that's just what you gotta do. And then, all right, this tree A, you go here, tree A, go to tree B, see where that is. You know what I mean? I think you have to do that. I think you gotta have to start throwing kids in the tree. Throwing them in there, and wherever they come out, and just trying to find them at.
Right.
And that's it. And if you can't find them by nighttime, just give them. Now, could you actually hold one of those talismans and they can't touch you if you're holding it? Does that work, or does it have to just be in your house and they can't come in the house? Like if you were outside at night and you had the talisman around your neck, like a necklace, could they touch you with the talisman on your neck?
See, that is interesting because they keep saying that they have to have it on inside the house and they can't let anything in, but they still do close the door. So it's like a vampire thing. It's not a vampire, but it's like a vampire thing. Like they will not go in unless you invite them in, right? So the girl invited them in. What if they forgot to close the door, but they never invited anybody in?
But did the girl really invite them? She just opened the window.
No, she opened the window for grandma. Okay, grandma, open the door.
Did she say open the window and say, "Grandma, come in"?
Well, I think the action of opening the window, you open it to get somebody in there, right? You don't hey.
I open it for air. Right?
You can argue with them like, yo, I did not let you in. No.
Because you can just be like, look through the window. Hot. And looking right at him, saying, it's hot. I didn't invite your ass in. It's hot out there. Your ass stay right where you at. I'm just going to get some air right now.
Right? That doesn't count. No. Yeah, I see. No, that is a really thing. Like the talismans. Like, okay, you have to hang them. Why are you hanging them? And they are flimsy. I didn't get it. Okay, they were flimsy because I work, do stuff around the house. I would never hang something that my life depends on like a little nail that's not even in a 2x4. It was in a drywall. Like, dude, I hang pictures better than you hang the talisman. Like, it's like just hanging, dangling. Like, oh my lord.
Yeah, like they should have that thing so it's no way to fall. Yes. Like it's impossible for that thing. Because these creatures then took bullets to the head. It took shotgun blast.
Yeah.
It stuns them for a second, but they still keep coming after that and everything else. So I will put my video out exactly what I think these creatures are. I'll drop that video tomorrow, exactly what it is and everything else and all that good stuff. We got Fernandez. She said, "LMR, you should be the shark." And I think
I would be. Oh my god.
It says the talismans don't work unless they're hanging. Well, if they're hanging on your neck,
fun.
If they're on your neck, they're hanging, right?
Get a proper hook. Like, get 2 hooks. Get it on. Hold it by the door all night, because if it falls, what if the creature bangs on the door? Then it falls and you're dead. Oh my gosh. Like the mother comes out, like the mother and the protector and me, like, no.
Yeah,
But no,
that
I
tile
do
would
I
have
do like
no
it though. I'm
chance to
still
fall.
curious.
Yeah, it would have
Yeah.
no chance to fall. It would be on there. I crazy glue it
Mhm.
up there. There'd be nothing. And say they ain't
Yeah.
got crazy glue. They got everything in that
They
town. All
wouldn't
right.
you wouldn't we would invent crazy glue. Like you would invent glue for that. And the curtains, oh my goodness, I do like my curtains. They hang sheets over there. My goodness.
Yeah, those
I
aren't
think
good
it's
curtains.
no, but I think it's just to let us know of what they are struggling against. So I think it's there for a reason. It's not like they don't care. The way you tie it up, it's to show us that this is what they're struggling with at night. Obviously, if we would be living there, I would have curtains drawn all the time. Like I don't want to untie
Mhm.
that knot, but it's to show us, I think, that this is what the reality that they are dealing with.
The ghetto philosopher is saying it's still crazy. You said you don't look like my grandma. Then you seeing her on the second floor window. Kids aren't that silly. All right, yeah. She said you don't look like my grandma. You still
Mm-hmm.
talk to her. How'd that old woman get up to the second floor? Did she fly up there? Did she climb up there? Do they just shape shift into different people? Like, is that
Mm-hmm.
her form, that grandma, or did she just turn into a grandma looking figure to try
Mm-hmm.
to convince the girl that she was a grandma, or did she
Mm-hmm.
die and she's just a grandma and that's just what
Yeah.
she actually looks like, and they sent the grandma there, so that is a
Mm-hmm.
factor that we don't know exactly what they are. And
Mm-hmm.
no, those sheets are not curtains, that they're just, you know I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
who was that? I didn't catch it. I only saw it one time when they're running into your that big house. uh, I think my
Hello.
signal is off
Yeah, your
a little bit.
signals are, we didn't catch anything you said.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I was just wondering when they were running into that big house, that guy that creature guy who appeared in front of one of the women there. He's like, "Oh, don't you recognize me?" I wonder who he was. Um, I, Again, my signal not the best right now.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I will have to go back and take a look and see exactly what that is. But we will go back. We'll take a look at stuff. We're gonna wrap it up right now. All
Hmm.
right. I'm gonna say, we've been on here an hour. Next week, maybe we'll go on for an hour and a half. We'll see how it builds
Hmm.
and stuff like that. But
Yep.
thank everyone without a shadow of a doubt for coming and rocking with us right now. We truly, truly, truly appreciate it 100%. We will be back next week,
Yeah.
same time. Again, obviously, you can always call in the number that you see on the bottom of the screen. You can call in and you can leave what you think about From and everything else. Lamar, as always, thank you for joining me.
My pleasure.
As
I
well,
love being here.
thank you all for being out here. And if you like the way we do this, please thumbs up this, spread this. Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's I took the background down. I'm not supposed to do that. That was very unprofessional. All right, all right. If you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and as always, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace.
And stay sexy.